today I am going to show you my sick makeup routine. This is when I have some allergies, and it's not nothing feverish or anything like that. It's just, you know, it's the time of the year. Allergies are kicking my butt. As you can tell, I woke up with a swollen under eye issue going on. You can tell it's a little bit dark purple. That one's normal. No, I did not get hit. My husband is out of town working. My dogs didn't accidentally smack me in my sleep. It's just sometimes when the allergies get so bad, my eyes will swell up. Usually it's both eyes, but I guess this one's the worst, which happens to be my worst eyesight. But I have to go and take my dog to the vet, so I have to be seen out in public. And so I really need to do something about all this because I look like death worn over, and plus now I look like I got socked in the eye. So if you want to see how I cover this up to go out in public looking at least a little bit alive and not look like I got sucker punched, go ahead and continue to watch the video. First off, we're going to need to do something about this eye. Well, actually the first thing you need to do is moisturize. When I do not feel well, or I'm sick, or these allergies kick my butt like they are right now, my skin gets so dehydrated. I mean, it looks like I just was in the Nevada desert and the moisture's all sucked up and just, and no matter how much moisturizer I put on. So during these times, I double up on everything I put on. I double up on the moisturizer. I definitely triple up on those eye cream because that's where it gets the worst, is underneath here. So I already did that. I let it sink in. So now I am going to prime, and the only reason why I am priming today is because this is going to give me a little bit of a glow, make me look a little bit more alive than I am. And I'm going to be using the Becca Backlighting primer, which is awesome for that. See how pretty that is. Alright. Actually, I put on a little bit more than I normally do, but cases like this, everything needs to be doubled. And just so y'all know, if I didn't have to go take my dog to the vet appointment, I would not be doing any of this. I would have a ice pack on my eye, resting, but sometimes you just can't get out of stuff. Like, you can't get out of work when you just have a little bit of a hay fever. You can't get out of going to school if you just have a little bit of hay fever. As you know, especially nowadays, schools are really strict when it comes to missing one. And I know work is too. When you don't have a fever and you really don't have a stomach issue, it's just these stupid allergies, you still have got to get up and you still got to go to work. So this routine right here is a great routine for it. It's not a lot of effort. It's just going to make you look a little bit more alive. It's not going to make you look all glammy, but you're not going to look like how you feel inside, which is, you know, death. I'm going to do something about my pores because, you know, they are large and in charge. Now when it comes to this going on right here and the darkness, I'm going to use this Naked Skin color corrector. Now, I don't know how I still feel about this. It's very pigmented, but it's not very hydrating on the eyes, so it really doesn't help that much. So I'm also going to go in with my NYX Dark Circle Corrector Concealer, which is very moisturizing and it's very brightening as well. It's funny, I sent a picture of my eyes and I said, how would you sucker punch me when you're not even here? He hasn't responded to that one, but I thought it was kind of funny. Now there's really nothing I can do anything about this swelling until I take a Benadryl, which I can't take right now because it really does knock me on my booty. So I'm going to pat that in a little bit better than that. Did a little bit of the with the color correcting, but since it's so big, I mean, you can't get past it. I mean, it's gonna be there. Now for the foundation part, I'm just gonna use my Bareminerals Complexion Rescue. You know, I love this stuff. This stuff is great when you just, you know, don't want to put a lot of thought. Don't want to spend hours blending. It's just absolutely amazing. And so hydrating. All of this stuff. And with that Becca Backlighting, your skin starts to feel so much more hydrated, and it actually looks like you're not at death's door. Love it. Put some on my forehead. It stormed like a booger bear last night, which I don't mind the storm. It's kind of soothing, but when you have 3 dogs that have an issue with, you know, thunder and loud noises, it makes for a very, very difficult night. So I'm tired as well, and that doesn't help. Okay, now that that is done, normally I could speed through this, but since it's a talk through, you know, it takes a little bit longer. Okay, now that that is done, I am going to conceal underneath these eyes and see if I can, oh, what is that? Okay, conceal underneath the eyes. Let's see if I can lighten this booger bear up. Oh, and what's so sad is that thing does not hurt. It doesn't, it's just annoyance. I'm not gonna highlight everywhere. I'm just trying to do something about that. And as usual, I always forget to wet my beauty blender. I got it. Alright, we're gonna use this. Alright. There we go. That right there is doing so much for lightening that up. Thank gosh. Because the last thing I want to do is go out in public with looks like a big old shiner or a shiner that's going away or anything like that, and people stare at you and looking like, oh God, who bit the crap out of her? And it's like, oh. Because you know how it is when you have allergies, your eyes will swell up. It just happens to be one of my eyes. See, you can't even talk today. Only one of my eyes swell up, which at least the darkness is covered. It's still swollen, but you know, there's nothing I can do about that. So we're just gonna have to roll with it. Okay, I'm just gonna set underneath the eyes with a small amount of powder. My trusty old Wet n Wild. I love this stuff. And for $5, oh no. Okay. Alright, for the rest of the face, I'm going to be using my Mineralize Skin Finish Natural in Light Plus, which I know they don't make Light Plus anymore. It's plain Jane Light now, which, oh well. Could bronze up the skin, but to be completely honest, I really don't want to. I just want to look like I'm a little bit alive. I don't care if I look like I've got some sun, but you could do a little bronzing if you wanted to, a little bit of contouring. Me, I don't care today. I just don't want to look like I got beat up, and I don't want to look like death. And when it comes to not looking like that, to me, eyes are key. Because the eyes always give it away. It always tells somebody if you don't feel good. They always tell you if you haven't got enough sleep, all that jazz. So I'm going to do a little bit with my eyes, not a lot. I just don't want them to have that veiny, purplish thing going on like they normally do. I'm going to use this Wet n Wild in Cream Brulee. If you've noticed that a lot of companies name their eyeshadows cream Brulee, and it's always the exact same color, which is like, why do you want to keep getting the same eyeshadow color when it's the exact same color? I mean, eyeshadow name. which is Wet n Wild one is a good one, I have to say. I have yet to be disappointed in my Wet n Wild products that I have. Okay, let's get that on there. I'm trying to change the eyelid color to where it looks like the rest of my skin, which I think this does really well. And then with my NYX, do a little bit of carving. I really got to get a new one of this because this stupid thing broke. Blame it on Midnight, which is a very good shade for things like this. Just to put a little effort in. For all the days for me to actually have to go out and do something, it would be today when I have this stupid bruisey eye puffiness. But this little trick right here. And what's so sad is when you do have a swollen eye like this, even if you put a crap load of moisturizer on, if you put anything on it really heavy, it looks very dry. That's why I tried to put really, I mean, I know I put like 3 products on, but I made sure that I put a crap load of eye cream on because I knew this was going to happen. It starts to look really dry. It just in that one puffy spot. So, you know, less product is key and not a lot of powder. Because powder makes it dry up worse, which I tried to blot as much as I possibly could. And I know I look like I'm sweating, but goodness gracious, under these lights, like crap on a cracker, it gets hot. Let's blend it out. I don't know how this lighting is working. I don't know. It's one of those trial and errors. So, you know, if the lighting's bad, I'll fix it next time. So, please don't judge. Anywho's, now that we've got a little bit of eye something on, I'm just going to comb this NYX Tinted Brow Mascara on. Alright, for blush, I got out my, I'm telling you, I'm so out of it because I feel all, you know, icky, drained, but, you know, as I said, not running a fever, don't have stomach issues, so sometimes you have to suck it up and do what you gotta do, whether it's work, school, certain errands, appointments. But I'm using the Tarte blush in Flesh, which is the most absolutely perfect flesh color, I think. It's matte, which I like. I know you figure that I could get something with a little bit more of a glow. But to this, I say I like a little matte blush, especially this color. I can always top it with something with a little bit more glow, but I just want to look alive. I know it's not a lot, and I know you really can't see it, and you can pretty much change any kind of blush that you want, but I just want a little flush of the cheeks. Nothing too dramatic, because as I say, when you feel like crap, you just want to look alive, and you want to not look like how you feel on the inside, which is pretty much death. And yes, I have noticed that every time I film, my ear itches. I don't know why that is, but, you know, it's a quirk. I have quirks. And don't ask me why I'm doing this. I don't know, because it's really not that important when you feel like poo-poo bear. But I guess it's just a habit. I just do that because my eyelashes go down constantly. And a little bit of waterproof mascara, which is key. Can't stress that enough, especially when you have allergies, your eyes water. Waterproof is very much key. And I know sometimes people would want to put on eyeliner just to define the eyes a little bit more. Look, I got a little straggly there. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to put mascara on. And it looks like a butt crack load. But it's going to help the eyes look a little bit more awake. Oh, there's a lash. Still looking for that miracle. Oh, look at that. See, real life. Constantly. I always do that because my lashes go down so much. I'm still looking for the holy grail of mascaras. Too Faced Better Than Sex did not work for me. I have tried it 3 times. All 3 times I can't get a coat on my lashes, and it doesn't do anything for the curls. So if that's your holy grail, I'm glad it works for you, because I've heard nothing but great things. But for me, not so much. You could put some underneath your eyes, which I probably should, because I think it would help not look so terrible. I'm just trying not to put a lot. I'm gonna get my Q-tip here and take out any extra, kind of smooth it around. Because with these allergies, it's gonna run. And I really don't feel like looking like a, crazy time here. Now that my face is done, which I look alive, so yay on that front, let's do something about these lips. Now I want something extremely moisturizing because my lips are as cracked can be. So I am going to go with something really light, something not so intense, because again my lips are dry just like the rest of my face. I'm going to use this Revlon Color Burst in Peach Parfait, which is a really pretty summery spring color. Very nice on the lips too. Okay, and this is my sick makeup routine. I kind of like it. It did a very good job covering up this swollen, bruisey, purpley thing going on my underneath my eye, which is really, really nice. I don't feel like I feel on the inside, which is crap on a cracker. So I like it. I think this is a really good look for someone that has to go to work, has to go to school, has to do their errands when they really don't want to and they really don't feel good. I think this makeup look makes you look alive, make you look fresh, make you look pretty decent for if you have to be out in public and people have to look at you when you just really don't want anybody to look at you. So I hope you liked the video. If you have any products that you use when you just don't feel like your normal self, when you just feel like basically crap, leave them in the comment section, because I always want to know your feedback and what you think, what makeup products you use and all that good jazz. So again, I really thank you for watching the video. My words are getting tongue-tied now because I've used a lot of energy doing this and I've got to gain it all back up just to get out of the house. But thanks again for watching, and I hope you like the video. If you do, go ahead and give it that big old thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you at my next video. Bye, friends.